What is up, everybody? I'm Jared, and I'll be going over my core four of MLB picks for PrizePicks today. If you're new here, make sure to hit like and subscribe. That way we know that you're following along with the picks. Also helps you to get notified when these shows are posted. We do them just about every single day. And if you're not currently playing on PrizePicks and you want to give that site a try, if you sign up there using promo code WINDAILY, get you 100% deposit match up to $100. We'll also go ahead and throw in a free 60-day trial period of Win Daily Gold. Get you access to our Discord, get you access to all of our daily articles. So go ahead and sign up there today using promo code Win Daily. So it is Tuesday. That normally means that we have every single team in action, and today is no different. We have games starting as early as, I believe, about 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So let's go ahead and jump in and start with our core four. Before we go to the core four, I do just want to give everybody a heads up. In case you've been living under a rock and haven't noticed, for the NFL, they do have a half passing yard for Tom Brady as a freebie. We'll be starting some NFL content on here starting on Thursday. But I do want to remind everybody that there is that half passing yard freebie for Tom Brady out there right now. So let's go ahead and jump in. The first one that we're going with our core four today is going to be Kyle Wright and his 5 strikeouts. Kyle Wright gets a really nice matchup tonight against the Oakland Athletics. The Athletics are just a poor franchise at this point, and they really don't have a great lineup. I'm going to be using Kyle Wright across both DFS and PrizePicks today. He's going to be my starting pitcher one. So I'm going to be locking him into DFS and, again, PrizePicks. If you look at what this Athletics team has done over the last month, they hit for very little power. This projected lineup over the last month has a 24% K rate. If we go for a season long, they have a 28% K rate against righties. So this is just, again, a solid matchup for Kyle Wright. Wright's also coming into this one in some top form. Over his last 3 games, he struck out 21 hitters. He's hit at least 6 strikeouts in 3 straight. When we talk again tomorrow, there's a really strong chance that he'll be 4 straight with at least 6 strikeouts. Our model has him at 6 strikeouts tonight, so we're going to go with the over on his 5 strikeouts. Next up is going to be Tyler Anderson and his 4 strikeouts. Anderson gets a really strong matchup against the Giants. This is a pretty bad lineup for the Giants against lefties. They've been striking out a ton. If we look at what they've done over the last week, they've struck out almost 33% of the time. This is really a high strikeout team, especially against southpaws. We saw what Andrew Heaney did. Even though he struggled to give up some runs, he gave up, I believe, 6 earned runs last night. He also struck out 8. So that, again, this team has a high propensity to strike out against lefties. Anderson's nothing special, but he can definitely dial back the Ks. He's racked up the Ks at points this season. Last time he faced this Giants team, he struck out 6 of them. With lefties, you really get to neutralize guys like Jock Peterson, Yastrzemski, Brandon Crawford. So this is a really strong matchup tonight for Tyler Anderson. So we're going to go with the over on his 4 strikeouts. Our model has him at 5 tonight. The next one that we're going to go with is going to be a hitter fantasy score, and we're going to go with Shohei Ohtani. He's one of my favorite bats on the board tonight. He's facing off against him, and the Angels are facing off against Eduardo Rodriguez. This is really a season that Rodriguez will probably love to forget. He struggled on the mound. He's also had to take some time away from the team to address some personal matters. But again, the Tigers big free agent acquisition for 2022 has not panned out. He's having arguably one of the worst years of his career. His K rate is one of the lowest it's been since his rookie year. And also his walks are the highest it's ever been. So the Angels can be patient tonight. They should be able to get to Rodriguez. Also, he's been way worse against lefties. Lefties have a 610 slugging percentage versus him this year. That's really been something that's been consistent throughout his career. He's always given up more power to lefties. And there's really no better lefty in the league than Shohei Ohtani. He homered twice last night. Wouldn't be surprised to see him take Rodriguez deep tonight. He's been extremely solid against lefties over the last month. He has a 357 ISO and a 437 WOBA against them. So never shy away from a lefty-lefty matchup when you have Shohei Ohtani hitting. Our model has him at 11 tonight, so there's definitely some value there with that 8-hitter fantasy score. So we're going to go with the over on his 8-hitter fantasy score. The next one that we're going to go with is going to be Hunter Renfro and his 8.5-hitter fantasy score. Renfro and the Brewers get a really nice matchup against Chad Kuhl tonight. This game is in Colorado. Points always go up when teams are in Colorado. If you look at what Cole's done over his last 8 starts, he's given up at least 3 runs in every single start. He's someone that can be had, and the Brewers will get to him tonight. Cole has actually been pretty splits neutral, so I'm not really worried about righty-lefty here. Both sides of the plate have slugging percentages over 480 against him, and righties have a WOBA of 355 versus him. So it's a really good matchup for both righties and lefties in this one. If we look at what Renfro's done this season, he's actually been a little bit better versus righties. His average is higher. His slugging percentage is higher. He's also hit 18 homers off of righties this season. So this is a really solid matchup for Hunter Renfro tonight. So I really love the over. Our model actually has him at 12 tonight. It's expecting him to take Chad Cole deep, and so do I. He's one of my home run calls of the day. So we're going to go with the over on, again, his 8.5 hitter fantasy score. So if we do a recap of what we're looking at today with our core 4, we're going to go with the over on Kyle Wright's 5 strikeouts. We're going to go with the over on Tyler Anderson's 4 strikeouts. We're going to go with the over on Shohei Ohtani's 8 hitter fantasy score. And we're going to go with the over on Hunter Renfro's 8.5 hitter fantasy score. So that's our core 4 today. If you end up using them, make sure to hit like and subscribe. That way we know that you're following along with the picks. Also, if you have any questions about your own picks, just make sure to drop some notes in the comments. Always happy to answer any questions that you may have. That said, good luck everybody today, and let's go 4-0.